Good morning, real closers. Good morning. Good morning. We are back every Wednesday, Coffee for Closers. And today we're going to talk, we always talk about lead generation. And we talked about this before too, is like, what do you have in front of you right now, right? Work your database. So what are some ways that we could do that, Marcus?
Man, I think there's a lot of different ways to do that. Like to engage your database right now has all to do with what you're sending out to them regularly. And we're actually going to be talking about this December 8th at our big fourth quarter Blitz events. One person specifically, Josh Shanley, has this incredible email strategy that he uses that he believes will 3x your conversion with your database alone, right? Because the truth is they don't want to be infiltrated on real estate stuff all the time. One of the best things you can do is engage them with the weekly newsletter, specifically on what's going out, what's happening in their local area, the things to do, the fun things to do. So you sprinkle in some fun into your newsletter because people like that. They want to see what's going on, what's the latest and greatest things happening in the area. And give them good news rather than all of this bad news that's out in the market at this moment. So emailing your database once a week instead of once a month, your entire database. And then with that, I would say the best thing you could do to bring people up to the top is continually be in front of them. Remarketing is no longer a thing of the past. We all know it's actually a thing that is the trend at this moment, and everybody should be tackling it because it's so cost effective. If you have a database of 300 or more people, you could go after them with the remarketing on Facebook specifically and Instagram and be continually in front of them in their newsfeed where they're always at. Because the key in all of this comes down to staying in front of your audience where they can see you. And where are they spending the most time? Here's the social dilemma. They're spending the most time on Facebook and Instagram, right? They still to this day own the social media space. I don't care, we can talk about Twitter and TikTok and Snapchat and all these other things, but the truth is in YouTube is going to be another strategy we'll talk about. And we're also bringing on that because I truly believe if you want an omnipresence, if you want to be everywhere all the time, you need to have a great YouTube strategy. And it has a lot to do with the thumbnail you're using, has a lot to do with the subject line you're using when people go to search. Google SEO will have everything to do with that, but that's a separate subject in itself. And we also have an incredible strategist, Eric Preston from Agent Launch, has kind of taken over that space, and we've joined forces with him because there's so much to do, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, like advertising is multifaceted, right? And today, like there's a million things you can do, but you got to concentrate your efforts and focus on the one thing. So all I have to tell you is remarketing is one of the most cost-effective strategies I've seen to this day with the database you already have. If you want we call it free 99 strategies, really, really get to know the email strategy, specifically on getting opens. And if you have video content getting plays, and that's something I truly believe you have to love marketing to really look into. Josh Shanley, again, the guy I was speaking about from EXP, he loves marketing. And I think anybody who loves marketing, even more like we're all agents, everyone loves the relationship, but the marketing side of this, I think is the future, because you have to command and own your presence in the area. So no one will think about anything but you when they think real estate. And to do that, you have to be implementing social media strategies and database strategies and remarketing strategies and just be everywhere all the time. This idea of omnipresence is huge. Video will be a massive play into this, and it always has been. So I say all this and and I don't want to just go into the promotion mode here, but I kind of have to, because this fourth quarter Blitz event that's happening in, not what's today, Wednesday. So tomorrow's Thursday, a week after tomorrow, 8 days away, the fourth quarter Blitz, I have 17 speakers. And one of our big playbooks is video marketing and omnipresence. The other playbook will be mindset, because there's a big mindset shift that has to take place in this moment. and I don't think it's just in this moment. I think it's always for anybody who wants to own the space. You can't be so fickle and up and down, and as the market shifts and changes, so you're, no, the mindset is always serve, not sell. It's always coming out and commanding this confidence and this humility about you that says, hey, listen, this is always happening. This has happened for people that have been in it for 10, 15, 20 years. They see this thing happen all the time. You ride it through and you show there's always opportunities inside of this. Actually, the people that do the most business thrive in these times, right? And rather than like, oh no, inventory is low, interest rates are climbing, blah, 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 right? Like, no, like this is a time where you have the opportunity to serve and give solutions for people in these challenging times, because they're going to be inundated with bad news. Here you are giving them a solution. And so,
like you said, I mean, and this is a good time where you kind of work your database. If you already built that, database, you can work it, right? And you talked about a few things, right? Email, Facebook remarketing, video, and and sometimes it's about, sometimes we're looking for a quick result, right? We put in money and we want to see money out, right? In terms of, all right, we generated leads, or we put money into retargeting, we spent money on a marketing campaign through email. And we want results quick, but sometimes, you have to kind of play it out, right? And especially with social media, branding yourself with social media is something that's going to take time. But once you build it, it's a little bit less work than when you start out, right? But you kind of have to do it. You have to be in front of your people, right? All the time. And with email, one of the things that you talked about email is like, when you're sending email once a week, yeah, right. Some agents are like, no, that's too much. But think about it, right? If you're always providing value and not always selling with email, look at Amazon. How many emails do we get from Amazon? And I saw this in a different podcast, right? How many emails do we get from Amazon? How many times have you unsubscribed from Amazon? Because what you get from them is going to be good things, right? Sometimes good deals, good prices. And even if that one email that you get doesn't have what you want, it's okay. You're not going to unsubscribe from Amazon. You're going to go to the next email because maybe the next email is going to have something that you want. With a weekly newsletter, for example, if you're providing value, eventually people are not going to unsubscribe from your emails, and your open rates are going to go up. And now you're going to actually see that people interact with email. If you embed some links, some video with BombBomb that we talked about, now people are looking at the emails, they're clicking on your links. They're looking at, they're seeing you as a person to go to for local events. What's going on with the community? What's going on with my market, right? So you gotta stay in front of your database all the time.
All the time. Omnipresence is key now, and that's why I want to encourage everybody. This is the market to really go deep and invest in strategies and techniques. And surround yourself around people that are masters of social media marketing, because you gotta see who's thriving right now and who's not. Like I actually love these times in the market because it kind of just weeds out all the bad agents, right? It naturally will pull out people that were never made for these challenging times, who try to get in it for a quick buck, who tried to sell, like, and get in when the market's hot and try to sell everything. Truth is, like, these are the times where I find the best agents come out and they actually thrive, and they actually do more deals than the people. Like, this is not the time to put your foot on the brakes. This is the time to put your foot on the gas and to consider, wow, where can I invest my time right now in this season? So I'm building my systems, I'm building my strategies, I'm actually going after my database. There's no better time to do it right now than this moment, because it's November 30th. We're less than a month away from the new year. And a lot of people are going to naturally start relaxing.
Right.
And you should take some time for yourself, take some time to be with your family, but at the same time, look into events like the fourth quarter blitz, look into events and solutions right now where you can actually say, so what can I do with the database I already have? I don't care if you have 100, 200, 300, 400, what can you do to get them to see you as somebody more than just, a salesman? What can you do to serve them in this season? What can you do to share with them great news and information that they can do and invest like with their family. And this is where remarketing, this is where cultivating your database is going to be a huge part of this, where email newsletters come in. This is where looking into your YouTube strategy, right? There's a million things you can do right now, but don't try to own it. Try to take a step back, reflect what worked, what's not working, and go all in the things. I always say, I challenge you, what's the one thing you're best at? Go all into that, and then surround yourself around experts and delegate, scale, and leverage the things that you're not good at, if possible. A lot of us have to wear all the hats in the beginning. This is where systems can really help you.
I think building systems around the things you do is what's going to help you scale, right? I mean, you cannot be good at everything. I mean, you could be good at certain things, but you kind of want to maximize results by leveraging either tools, systems, or people, right? For example, we talk about a lot on leveraging people, right? ISAs, having someone who help you make those calls, staying top of mind with your sphere by just giving them a quick call, maybe your clients. You know, a lot of business can come from your existing database, from your existing referral clients already. So you got to stay top of mind. Sometimes I see a lot of agents close one deal, celebrate that one deal, and then they don't ever talk to that client anymore. They don't ask for reviews. They don't ask for more business, right? When things are going great, that's the time where you talk to them and ask for more business. If you're not doing that, that's wasted money right there. That's wasted deals. That person that you helped, that said that you were one of the greatest realtors that they worked with, are going to refer you clients only if you tell them, right?
This is the best time. Tis the season to give back. Tis the season actually right now. Get your Christmas cards ready, say thank you, throw in a little Starbucks coffee card in there, something personal, especially the people that you've done business with. Spend some extra time now in this season to give back. So they're thinking of you. So they look at that thoughtful gesture and gift and say, wow, you know what? And it's like, hey, you know what? If you really enjoyed, the best Christmas present that you could ever give is just to tell somebody about me. Right. And if you ever hear of anybody that needs, to buy or sell a home, just think of me. Right. And you just stay top of mind that way. So I think it is going above and beyond in this season and cultivating and nurturing the database you already have and being grateful and thanking them for their service for their business. Because you're serving them, you're staying top of mind, you're giving something that they won't. Everybody's going to get a Christmas card from their family or their friends, but no one gets a really special card or something thoughtful, usually from their realtor. And the ones that are doing this right now are the ones that are really thriving. So I think this is the season, right? This is like a lot of people were doing the pies during Thanksgiving and giving back. Got another opportunity here coming up for Christmas. Yeah, a lot of people are doing the 12-day of Christmas countdown, right? There's so many cool things I've seen. My gal Kim Renshaw, she dresses up as the Grinch and drives the screen Jeep around in her community and gives back that way. Like there's so many cool things you can do to give back to your community right now, right? And I think that's the key is the agents that are really thriving. They're commanding. Their presence is more than just as an agent. They're giving back to their communities. They're sharing. Like I personally believe that you have to leverage your social now so that you have this personal touch as well. They want to get to know and like you just as much as you being an agent out there. They want to actually have fun with you. They want to see you as a human being. They want to they enjoy seeing posts about your family and what you like and what's the latest and greatest things that are happening in the town, the best of in restaurants, the best of in entertainment. Like you kind of are a concierge in a way, right? So you're kind of wearing a lot of hats. You're not just I don't know. I mean, and that's just my personal opinion. I mean, I think you could probably thrive in many different ways as an agent. You don't have to be that, but I think the marketing agent is really thriving today.
There's a lot of agents that are, doing a lot of business just by email marketing, just by building that newsletter, right? Just by figuring out what's going on around them. What are the events that are happening, local places to go to. And in addition to that, if you do go to a restaurant, hey, tag them on your socials, right?
And video, right?
Exactly.
The YouTube strategy is going to be huge because your YouTube channel has to always connect back. So like you can take your video, and if you have a great video and you get a good editor, you can actually throw that into all your channels and repurpose it, right? So I think there's something to be said that, those that are really thriving right now are understanding the omnipresence is key. So whatever video content they're creating, they're throwing into Facebook, they're throwing into Instagram, they're throwing onto YouTube, and, even TikTok at this point. Even Twitter's come out recently to say, Elon Musk said, hey, we're going to capitalize on the video strategy too. I'm going to be pulling in more video content into Twitter.
And with video too, I mean, if you look at like TikTok, Reels, a lot of agents and even loan officers are doing right now with video, just to keep it simple. They create a channel on TikTok, an account on TikTok, and all they do is they just go to open houses and do, a couple of videos around the property, like showing what the property looks like. They do a little spin off on quick edits, stuff that you can do on your phone. Like there are a bunch of apps that you can do on your phone, spend 5 minutes learning the tool, learning the app, and that's all they do. And now you have a place where people can just go see homes.
Totally.
And these are happening a lot, like lately. If you can do some of that and incorporate some of that, I mean, you already are going to open houses every weekend, right? It's going to take you an additional 5, 10, 15 minutes to create a video the first time, right? It's going to take you less the next time. But if you just do this every weekend, I mean, you're adding 2, 3, 4 videos to your account, and people are going to be looking forward to seeing those, because that's what they want to see right now, right? That's why these accounts are hitting, thousands of views every single day. It's just stepping outside of your comfort zone and kind of taking that leap, right? Again, not looking for quick results. You have to do this, for a good amount of time before you see those results. But once you get the hang of it, it's just going to start becoming second nature, and then you're like just doing it, and people are going to start reaching out.
And the key right now is educational marketing, right? I think the key right now, and I say that because I know Kristen Mayshore, for example, this digital marketing guru in the space. That's her topic at the moment, and she's always a trendsetter. And so she's like, educational marketing is where it's at right now. People need to be educating their clientele to help them understand what is possible given the economic conditions that we're in at this moment. What's possible? What can you do? Here, all as a in your space too, that you're having to get creative and tell people what kind of specials and offers and opportunities that they have and strategies in this market. It's no different. Hey, what's possible? What can you do to get to what you want? If you have to sell, if you want to buy, like what's possible? So yeah, I think this is the time to really help people, steer them, not be trying to sell them on anything, but just serve them, educate them, bring value to them, show them what's even possible. And if you do that, I guarantee you that they'll naturally come to you. Because we're in it. This is the season where we're being inundated by advertising and marketing and sales. So you got to do something that's different, that's authentic and genuine, that says, I care. Exactly. And the question is, do you care?
When you do it shows. When you do it shows, and that's when you start attracting people.
I think we're all getting pretty good at deciphering between the BS, right? So we can kind of tell who's real and who's not. And your fruit will always show, right? So all I got to do is just kind of steady over a time period to see what's your content, and does it prove itself to be fruitful over and over again? Because you can't go from just being super salesy to start serving. Like that's like, oh no, I can see that hypocrisy is all around us. Show me who you are by the fruit. And so start planting the seeds today, start investing that time, start cultivating the ground, start really focusing on relationship marketing and educational marketing. And remarketing is a big part of that. It's going to show, it's find people and surround yourself around people that are doing that well, and just R&D, rip off and duplicate, but customize it to make it your own and your own personality.
Right. Do what you feel fits your brand
Join us for the fourth quarter blitz. Save
right.
the date, December 8th, Thursday. It's an all-day event. You know, come with board shorts and a t-shirt. Actually, come with your favorite jersey because it's a fourth quarter blitz theme. So we're going to be all rocking our favorite teams. Mine's, you know, you'll be seeing me with my Raiders jersey on.
Nice.
Two walk-off wins the last 2 weeks.
I'm not too much into football, but for the football fans in the
That's okay. You can wear a soccer jersey, you can wear a basketball jersey, you can wear whatever. You can, you know, doesn't matter. Just wear something.
Just be there.
Yeah,
Take advantage. Take advantage of the free content. Put it to good use. Make that work. Get those results, and just keep doing it. You know, get that 2023 on track to start closing business early in the year.
Exactly. And then we're going to follow that up with the February 16th event. It's called the Super Bowl Summit. So
Nice.
It's right after, because we want to recap everything and bring it back to the forefront, especially with the year changing. So yeah, I'm going to go lead the mastermind now at Street Text, but thanks for having me on again, Roberto. And we'll see you next week. Maybe we'll talk about grabbing and bringing another guest on.
That'd be awesome. All right. Well, I'll see you next week. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.